to Saltburn by the Sea, which is a little seaside town in North Yorkshire. This particular town has a lot of Victorian architecture, so it's quite picturesque and quite typical of the sort of British seaside town. There's a couple of things that this town is particularly well known for, including the pier itself and the cliff lift, which if you were to Google Saltburn by the Sea, you're going to get the view of both of those things. But in this video I'll be up to a few different things, so I'll be covering all of the kind of things that you can get up to while you're in Saltburn by the Sea. I cannot see, but God knows I try. Believer of the mysteries, I try to find a way not to cry. Just making my way to Valley Gardens. I took 3 trains to get to Saltburn. From the train station I made my way to Valley Gardens to stretch my legs and get a bit of greenery before heading onto the seafront. I'm here in November and there's not a lot of movement, but I can envision that in the summer it does get pretty busy with the tea rooms and the miniature railway in action. A lot of your trees have lost the leaves now, but on betting a couple of weeks ago this was beautiful and full of your autumn colours. So just here is the ship, followed by a row of houses which were inhabited by fishermen and farmers in the 1950s. Behind the ship you can take a short but steep incline onto the cliffs and get yourself onto the Cleveland Way. Cleveland Way is 110 miles of walk. A good portion of that is coastal. Saltburn marks the first coastal point on the path to the north. Goes south through lots of beautiful little coastal towns and villages such as Staves, Whitby, Robin Hood's Bay, and ends finally in Filey. At some point I would like to do the Cleveland Way, but I will need some time off work in order to do that, but I would like to make a video on that too. Quite a decent sized beach. Just waiting for the wind to quieten down. Shush wind. Alright. On the outside looking in, I really wasn't sure what I was getting. Between the high waves on the sea, waiting for something to get to me. But I'm walking on the beach, it's getting quite dark now. There is a little cafe or restaurant or something, it's on the waterfront and it's called Seaview. So, that's tempting. I do need to check and see if it's open. I'll try to get some footage of the little beach huts. Apparently you can rent those out for a day, not that you're going to do it out of season in November, but yeah, if you wanted that experience, I personally am quite happy just to go and look at them. They're quite cute. Next I've headed up to the cliff lift to get the iconic photo overlooking the pier. Once again it is November, which means that the lift is not in operation. This is your famous scene, but it is closed. I would recommend going while they are in operation just so that you can really appreciate the Victorian engineering. Despite the time of year, there were a lot of other people also taking their photos from there, so it is a popular spot. Dogs are barking. So to get to the Victorian Pier you have to walk through the amusements just there, and it's full of 2p machines or coin dozers, and I have no money. I'm not really sad about that. Well, I went and got some cash out. The pier itself is just a lovely walk out onto the sea. The pier opened originally in 1869 at 1,500 feet. It had to reopen at a reduced length of 1,250 feet after being damaged by the storms. It's a lovely little space, it's quite calming to be out on the sea, and it's a very good spot for dog watching. Final thing that you should get up to in Saltburn by the Sea is to get yourself a table at Seaview. I was told that I'd be waiting for an hour, but I did get a call after about half an hour to tell me there was a table available. The staff here was so lovely, friendly and chatty, and I was lucky enough to get a table right next to the window, although you can't miss the sea from anywhere in the restaurant as the entire front is made of glass. Coolest door handles ever. Didn't really realise what I was signing up for here. I was expecting it was just going to be fish and chips as in the takeaway, but in the warmth and comfort of a restaurant setting. But they do have a lot more to offer when it comes to the menu. You can still get your fish and chips, and so you should, but I've had a whole lot of fish and chips this year, so I thought I'd try something different. And I got myself the fish pie and a little glass of wine. Didn't take any footage here, however, just because I don't feel very comfortable taking videos inside restaurants. So if I were you, I would check out Seaview, because holy crap was that a good meal. But yeah, that concluded my trip. The days are short here, so I made my way back to the train station quite quickly and started the 3-hour journey back home via train.